Okay, a real memorable moment for me was dropping my actual first album that I produced with it's Key Kool and Rhettmatic. Key Kool was the MC. I was the DJ producer. It's the first ever production. You know, like I did the majority of the production. You know, helped craft the album stuff, and we had Raz, Kaz, and Saphir on it. That was was a big thing because Raz was about to drop. Saphir was also making Already Noise, becoming a West Coast legend. You know, being that Key Kool is Japanese American, I'm Filipino American. So during the time, it's like the first actually had like, even though we didn't really set out to be like we're gonna be the first Asian American hip hop group and shit, it just happened to be like that. Got pretty much a good response in Los Angeles, and then eventually, other places, and actually got reviewed in the Source and rap pages. That's a big, that's a real big thing. So, and to get respect for that. So this is even before, I think, even before for us also being independent artists. And then eventually the next group would be Mountain Brothers, I believe, I think. So the memorable studio moment was actually recording E equals MC to the fifth power. It's the only time in ever history, the original Western Hemisphere group, Raz, Kaz, Mean Green, and Voodoo, on a posse cut with Key Kool and Elemental from the Visionaries, and it's on my beat. And it's like my first beat on one of my first beats on a record. I remember in the studio, it's a home studio. We're at somebody else's home studio, was in the backyard and stuff. Watching them record while laying down, first watching me laying the beat, and watching them record, and me letting scratches. So it was surreal. We were recording onto, I believe it was one of those, not the ADATs, but the DA88s. It's a digital recorder. It's almost like ADATs, but smaller tapes. Yeah, that was a memorable moment, studio moment. Second career memorable moment was when the Beat Junkies was formed in 1992. Just because we were all hanging out already. By that time, DJing was kind of like around after 89, everybody, no one didn't really want to DJ, so it kind of went underground and stuff. So, and a lot of people that were used to DJ, they stopped DJing for whatever reason. They either become producers or they just thought it's played out. And like half of us that, at least in growing up or something like that, was like we still wanted to cut it up, and and when K-Day Mix Masters went off the air, it was like a big void, and we're like, man, still like cutting it up. And it just happened to meet different cats from different crews or different whatever, and we just happened to hang out whenever someone's DJing. We'll hang out, and then eventually became a crew. J-Rocc, Jay is one of the ones who's just out of nowhere just said, hey, I want a crew. I want to name us the Beat Junkies, and we're gonna wear Green Lantern rings. And that's how it started out. And just like us, all right, never took it seriously. Then who, and then as the saying goes, rest is history. Things just kept on going and going and stuff. So what's next for me? Beat Junkies. We've been really working hard. We have our own digital record pool. We have our clothing line. We actually have our own radio station on Dash Radio. This at DJ Ski. Is part of, and we got some things that's gonna in 2017 that we're gonna do that hopefully help the community and shock people what we're gonna do. So I don't want to say anything yet, but me personally, I got a beat tape project that's coming out on House Shoes label, Street Corner Music. Try to do some more production remixes, and then working with Bobo from Cypress Hill, Cypress Junkies, Prince Paul and Mr. Lin. Got a group called Dirty Disco Squares. Yeah, man, whatever comes my way.
When people say, who are your top three, I never hear people say Large Professor, but they don't realize how much he's influenced the game, and it's, it's kind of his personality too, because he's just a humble, chill cat, but he definitely should get more love than he gets. I'll throw in Ali Shaheed Muhammad from Tribe Called Quest. I mean, he's done so much dope stuff within Tribe, outside the Tribe, that people don't know.
You know, DJing's weird now. With all the technology, it just seems like the whole level raised, but then certain aspects of it dropped also. So, you know, I think we're at a weird point in the circle where the playing field is really leveled. You know, like, it's not as hard to get a song anymore as it was back in the day.
When we first came in the game, it was that era and time when DJs actually spent the music that they like. Now, they're spinning music for whatever reason. I really don't know firsthand because I'm not involved with that. But, you know, I mean, it's got to be some reason why there's not a lot of good music on the radio.
What I want UBB to be remembered as that we were most definitely instrumental for keeping hip hop. Because I think that the backbone that hip hop was losing in the drum machine era of hip hop, we were able to facilitate when the sampling craze came in.